In this lecture, we are trying to solve some more examples using Cauchy-Riemann equations and concept of analytic function. So our first example is to find the analytic function f of z is equal to u plus iv if 2u plus v is equal to e raised to x into bracket cos y minus sin y. So first of all, write given thing, given f of z is u plus iv, be analytic function. Therefore, f of z satisfies CR conditions. That means d by u by d by x is equal to d by v by d by y, and d by u by d by y is equal to minus d by v by d by x. So also we have given 2u plus v is equal to e raised to x into bracket cos y minus sin y. So this is given equation, that means given condition, and use this condition to show that to find the analytic function f of z. Okay, so that means we have to find function u and v by using CR conditions and this equation. So in CR conditions we have given partial derivative of u and v with respect to x and y. So for finding the partial derivative, differentiate this equation with respect to x and y. So differentiate with respect to x. So here derivative of 2u is 2 into partial derivative of u with respect to x plus v, derivative of u with respect to e with respect to x is d by v by d by x is equal to, here function of y is constant and which is multiplied to function of x which is e raised to x. So derivative of e raised to x is e raised to x into multiply constant as it is. Okay, so this is our equation number 1. Now differentiate same equation star with respect to y. So we get 2 into partial derivative of u with respect to y plus partial derivative of v with respect to y is equal to, here function of x is constant which is multiplied to function of y. So e raised to x as it is, derivative of cos y is minus sin y minus derivative of sin y is cos y. Okay. So now we require derivative of u in terms of x in both these equations. So for that, apply CR conditions in this equation. So we get, this implies 2 as it is. Instead of d by u by d by y, replace minus d by v by d by x. So we get minus 2 into d by v by d by x. And then instead of d by v by d by y, replace d by u by d by x. Middle plus sign as it is, d by u by d by x by replacing d by v by d by x. So which is equal to our RHS as it is, e raised to x minus sin y minus cos y. And now this is our equation number 2. Okay. And now eliminate either term of partial derivative of u or term of partial derivative of u using equation 1 and 2. So in equation 1, we are first eliminating partial derivative term of v with respect to x. So in equation 1, using equation 1 and equation 2. So in equation 1, coefficient of partial derivative of v with respect to x is 1. So multiply 1 to equation 2. And in equation 2, coefficient of partial derivative of v with respect to x is 2. So multiply 2 by equation to equation 1. And both terms are in opposite sign, so take addition of these two equations. So multiplying equation 1 by 2, we get 4 d by u by d by x plus 2 into d by v by d by x is equal to 2 times e raised to x into bracket cos y minus sin y. And multiplying equation 2 by 1, we get minus 2 d by v by d by x plus d by u by d by x is equal to e raised to x into bracket minus sin y minus cos y. And then take addition of these two equations. So these two terms are same with opposite sign. So this term will get cancelled, and what is remaining? 4 d by u by d by x plus d by u by d by x is equal to take e raised to x common from these two terms. So e raised to x common, and multiplying these two inside the bracket we get 2 cos y minus 2 sin y, then this minus sin y minus cos y. So in that way we get 5 times dy u by dy x is equal to e raised to x into bracket cos y minus 3 times sin y. Okay, so dy u by dy x is equal to e raised to x divided by 5 into bracket cos y minus 3 sin y. So this is our equation number 3. Okay, our requirement is to find f of z. Okay, and we know that f of z is u plus v, and here we get partial derivative of u with respect to x. So after differentiating this with respect to x, we get f dash of z is equal to partial derivative of u with respect to x plus partial derivative of v with respect to x. Now our next target is to find partial derivative of v with respect to x using equation number 1 and equation number 2. So for that, making coefficient of partial derivative of u with respect to x are same. So in equation 1, partial derivative of u with respect to x having coefficient 2. So multiplying equation 2 by 2, and in equation 1, partial derivative of u with respect to x having coefficient 1. So multiplying equation 1 by 1. And both are having same sign. So that's why we are taking subtraction of these two equations. So we get equation 1 as it is because we are multiplying by 1. So equation 1 as it is 2 into dy u by dy x plus dy v by dy x is equal to e raised to x into bracket cos y minus sin y, and then multiplying equation 2 by 2 we get minus 4 dy v by dy x plus 2 times dy u by dy x is equal to 2 times e raised to x into bracket minus sin y minus cos y, and then take subtraction of these two equations. That means sign of second equation will get changed. So this minus become plus, this plus become minus, and this plus become minus. So these two terms are same with opposite sign. So this term will get cancelled. What is remaining? 4 into dy v by dy x plus dy v by dy x is equal to, take e raised to x common from these two terms, we get e raised to x common into bracket cos y minus sin y, and here multiplying by minus 2 is remaining, multiplying inside the bracket we get plus 2 sin y plus 2 cos y. So in that way we get 5 times partial derivative of v with respect to x is equal to e raised to x into bracket 3 cos y plus sin y. Okay, and therefore dy v by dy x is equal to e raised to x divided by 5 into bracket 3 cos y plus sin y. Therefore f dash of z is equal to dy u by dy x plus I into dy v by dy x. So this becomes equation number 4. Now differentiating equation, this equation f of z is equal to u plus iv with respect to x, we get f dash of z. Therefore f dash of z is equal to, what is dy u by dy x? So from equation 3, so this term becomes e raised to x divided by 5 into bracket cos y minus 3 times sin y plus I into partial derivative of v with respect to x is e raised to x divided by 5 into bracket 3 cos y plus sin y. And now apply Milne-Thomson's method. Therefore, by Milne-Thomson method, put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. So implies f dash of z is equal to e raised to z upon 5 into bracket cos 0 minus 3 sin 0 plus I into e raised to z divided by 5 into bracket 3 cos 0 plus sin 0. So in that way we get e raised to z upon 5. This term becomes 0 plus I into e raised to z upon 5 into 3. So in that way we get 1 plus 3r divided by 5 into e raised to z. So this is our f dash of z. Okay. By taking e raised to z common from these two terms and denominator is same, so keep it once, and now this implies f of z is equal to 1 plus 3r divided by 5. Here we get f dash of z. Our requirement is to find f of z. So integrate this. After integrating, this become f of z, and integration of this side is 1 plus 3r divided by 5 constant as it is. Integration of e raised to z is e raised to z plus constant of integral c. Right? Integration of e raised to z is e raised to z. This constant term as it is plus constant of integral c. So in that way we get our function, analytic function f of z in terms of z. Okay. So in this example, find f of z is equal to u plus iv is an analytic function if u plus v is equal to x divided by x square plus y square. Find f of y is equal to 0. Okay. So first of all, I will write given thing. Given f of z is equal to u plus iv be analytic. Okay. Therefore, deva u by deva x is equal to deva v by deva y, and deva u by deva y is equal to deva v by deva x with minus. Okay. We have also given one equation which is u plus v is equal to x divided by x square plus y square. Now our requirement is to find f of z, which is an analytic function. So for that we should find u and v separately by using CR equations. So for that I will differentiate this with respect to x and y. So differentiate first of all with respect to x, we get deva u by deva x plus deva v by deva x is equal to partial derivative of RHS, but in RHS both numerator and denominator contains function of x, so we should apply quotient rule of derivative. So derivative of x is 1 into multiply denominator function which is x square plus y square, then minus sign, numerator function as it is into derivative of denominator function means derivative of x square plus y square is 2x plus 0 divided by square of denominator means x square plus y square bracket square. So in that way we get deva u by deva x plus deva v by deva x is equal to, this function become x square plus y square minus 2x square divided by x square plus y square bracket square. That means minus x square plus y square divided by x square plus y square bracket square. Okay. Similarly, differentiate with respect to y. Similarly, differentiate equation star with respect to y. So this is our equation star. Okay, this is our equation number 1. So after differentiating with respect to y, we get deva u by deva y plus deva phi by deva y is equal to, now here only in denominator function variable y is present. So numerator function constant as it is into derivative of denominator function is minus 1 upon x square plus y square bracket square into 0 plus 2y. Since d dx of 1 upon f of x is equal to minus 1 upon f of x raised to n become minus n upon f of x raised to n plus 1 into f dash of x. Okay. So using this standard formula of derivative. So in that way, after simplifying this, we get del by u by del by y plus del by v by del by y is equal to minus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square. Okay. Now we required derivative of u in terms of x only, but in this equation we get derivative of u and v in terms of y with respect to y. So using CR equation, replace del by u by del by y by del by v by del by x, and instead of del by v by del by y we are replacing del by u by del by x is equal to RHS as it is. And now this is our equation number 2 since by CR equations. Okay. And now this is our equation number 2. Now eliminate partial derivative term of phi with respect to x from both these equations, and for that check the coefficient of partial derivative of phi with respect to x. Here coefficient is plus 1, here coefficient is minus 1. So directly take addition of equation 1 and 2. Derivative term of phi will eliminate from this. So we get del by u by del by x plus del by v by del by x is equal to minus x square plus y square divided by x square plus y square bracket square, and add equation 2 which is minus del by v by del by x plus del by u by del by x is equal to minus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square. So addition become this same term with opposite sign will get cancelled. Now what is remaining in left hand side? Del by u by del by x plus del by u by del by x. So we get 2 times del by u by del by x. And in RHS, both term having same denominator which is x square plus y square. So keep it once and then take addition or subtraction of numerator term. So numerator become minus x square plus y square minus 2xy. So in that way we get del by u by del by x is equal to del by u by del by x is equal to 1 upon 2 into bracket minus x square plus y square minus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square. So this is our equation number 3. And now eliminate partial derivative term of u with respect to x from equation 1 and equation 2. So for that we are taking subtraction of equation 1 and equation 2. Now we get del by u by del by x plus del by v by del by x which is equal to minus x square plus y square divided by x square plus y square bracket square, and then minus del by v by del by x plus del by u by del by x is equal to minus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square. And we are subtracting second equation, that's why the sign of second equation will change, minus to plus, plus to minus, minus to plus. And then this partial derivative term with respect to x of u will get cancelled, and remaining term is partial derivative of v with respect to x into 2 is equal to minus x square plus y square plus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square. So in that way we get partial derivative of v with respect to x is equal to 1 upon 2 into bracket minus x square plus y square plus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square. And now this is our equation number 4. And therefore f dash of z, that means derivative of this with respect to x become del by u by del by x plus I into del by v by del by x. And therefore f dash of z is equal to, now from equation 3 put value of del by u by del by x which is 1 upon 2 into bracket minus x square plus y square minus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square plus I into bracket 1 upon 2 into x square minus x square plus y square plus 2xy divided by x square plus y square bracket square by replacing value of del by u by del by x from equation 4. Now use Milne-Thomson method. Put x is equal to z and y is equal to 0. So we get f dash of z is equal to 1 upon 2 into minus x square. Instead of x we are replacing z. So minus z square divided by denominator. These remaining two terms are 0. In denominator second term is 0. So instead of x we are replacing z. So we get z square, its square becomes z raised to 4 plus I into bracket 1 upon 2 as it is. In this equation we get minus z square. Remaining two terms are 0 and denominator becomes z raised to 4. So in that way we get 1 upon 2 is z square will get cancelled. Take 1 upon z square common and remaining term is minus 1, okay, and this minus r. So I will take minus sign also common. So 1 plus I is remaining in bracket. And now this is our f dash of z. Okay. Afterward, integrate this. We get, after integrating, remaining solution is here. So integrating we get f of z is equal to this minus 1 upon 2 as it is. Integration of 1 upon z become minus 1 upon z cube, right? Minus 1 upon z square. So minus 2 minus 1 is here. So plus minus 1 upon z into this constant 1 plus r as it is. So finally we get this minus into minus plus 1 upon 2z into bracket 1 plus r. So this is our f of z, and we have also given one condition is that f of 1 is equal to 0. So put z is equal to 1 in this equation. So put z is equal to 1 implies f of 1. So here constant of integration is present plus c. So f of 1 is equal to 1 upon 2 into bracket 1 plus I plus c. So this value is 0. So we get 1 upon 2 into bracket 1 plus I plus c. So c is equal to minus 1 upon 2 into bracket 1 plus I. Put this value in our equation number 5. Therefore 5 become f of z is equal to 1 upon 2z into bracket 1 plus r minus 1 upon 2 into bracket 1 plus r. So this is equal to 1 upon 2 into bracket 1 plus r. Take it common from both this, and remaining function is 1 upon z minus 1. So this is our final answer. So in that way very easily we can find our analytic function f of z in terms of z. Okay.